Welcome, champs, to the Casuals Turned Heel podcast. My name's Burley, and this is my partner.
What's up? It's Kumi here, and we're going to talk about the men's 2018 Royal Rumble match. So, to start it off, we're going to go over some of our key entrances. Like, number one was Rusev and Finn Balor. I think they chose a pretty good number 1 and 2 spot here. What do you think?
I was okay with it. I thought it was gonna be Aiden English at first since he came out there and he was talking and singing. But then I was a little worried. It's like I don't really want English in at the beginning. So when they switched it to Rusev, with how over he was in Philly, I think that was a good decision. And having Balor come in and basically run the distance as well was a good decision.
Yeah, really true. We'll hit on the Balor going the distance, but a big note is Rusev and also Aiden English to a certain point. Both were extremely over in Philadelphia. Happy Rusev Day.
At least tomorrow's still Rusev Day.
Yeah, but it didn't turn out, but we'll go into that. Couple things. If you would go to our predictions video, both of us were wrong with some of our returning people, our legends. I had Angle, Cass, and EC3 in the Rumble. Obviously, Cass still rehabbing. Angle was 50-50. I thought there'd be a good pop since they're in Philadelphia, his home state. But it is what it is. Also, he's the GM, so he doesn't need to be wrestling.
I had Bobby Lashley. I think I had EC3 and you had James Ellsworth, though.
Oh, yeah. Big note, no James Ellsworth. I thought it would have been a nice token for him, but it seemed, I'm looking down on the list here, it was a pretty stacked Rumble, so I don't know who you take out and who you put in, but
you could throw him in for Gold Dust or...
Gold Dust, maybe, but... And then EC3, we're both wrong. He showed up at TakeOver on Saturday. Excited to see what he has in store for TakeOver. So no EC3 in the Rumble, but that's not the only thing about NXT. Two NXT call-ups, not really call-ups, but two NXT guys were in the Rumble. We had Almas at number 7 and Adam Cole, I look at my notes here, at number 23.
Almas had an amazing performance.
Almost back-to-back. The dude always delivers. He's starting to finally get recognized for it. And again, Adam Cole had a rough match on Saturday with Aleister Black. Surprised to see him all taped up in the Rumble, but good showing for both of them. Good pop in Philadelphia. Both knew who they were, which is good. And I guess it's a good way to start to introduce your NXT moments if they have a big reaction whenever they eventually get called up. Hopefully they'll remember that.
Kudos to Almas because he wrestled for a little over 30 minutes Saturday and then basically 30 minutes again on Sunday.
Yes, and an incredible match on Saturday against Johnny Gargano. If you haven't watched it, please do yourself a favor. Go watch it. Incredible match, incredible story.
And Adam Cole had a pretty good match with Aleister Black as well Saturday.
Yeah, pretty brutal match. A lot of toys are used, but we'll save that for another video. NXT call-ups we just talked about. Rusev Day, I want to hit on this again. Extremely over. Rusev Day chants all the way up until he was eliminated. A little bit of booze Balor's side when he eliminated Rusev. Were you surprised at that?
I kind of was because I feel like Balor's one of those guys he's kind of top guy. He should be top guy, but like he's fringing on the borderline. Like in our mind, he's a top guy, but I guess in management mind, he's not. And he gets those huge chants every time he comes out. So, like, if you're going to have someone eliminate Rusev with how over he was, I thought Balor would be a guy that people wouldn't get mad about doing it.
Yeah, true. But also, Finn Balor is one of those guys where casuals or hardcore fans both cheer for him. He is pretty over. It's sad that he wasn't doing it, but had an extremely good showing at the Rumble. He went the distance, again, coming out number 2 and making it to the Final 4. Let's go into returning stars. Not a whole lot of returning stars or legends, but the two that came out, what a pop. We had Hurricane at 21, little play on what he did with Stone Cold and Triple H way back in the day with John Cena. Unfortunately, eliminated early, but I was glad to see Hurricane back in the WWE ring.
I'm marked out for both of them.
Yeah, and then the other one was Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio came back at number 27. I believe the last time he was in a Rumble, it was in Philadelphia, where he got booed out of the building at number 30. Nothing against Ray, but I think it was because everyone expected Daniel Bryan to come out. When he came out, they just booed him, and it was kind of sad to see. But Ray coming back in Philadelphia, number 27, he looks incredible. He looked better now than when he left the company.
Yeah, I thought he looked phenomenal. I really enjoyed seeing the 619 spots and then the double 619 near the end.
Yeah, it looked like Ray can still go. Again, good to see them back. Another return, quote unquote return. Dolph Ziggler came back at number 30. Ziggler won the U.S. title, then relinquished it. Comes back at 30 and is barely in the Rumble. What you think of that?
I'm a big Dolph Ziggler fan, and when he came out at 30, I'll be honest, I was disappointed. I thought it was gonna be somebody else, but when he came back, like I understand he's kind of had a lot of 50-50 booking, but I thought he was gonna have a bigger, maybe not a top 2, top 3, but he was gonna push for that top 5, top 4 maybe spot, and he kind of came in, hit a few super kicks, and just got thrown over.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what the plan is for Dolph. He gave up the U.S. title, so everyone thought maybe he was going to go quite a substantial push or whatever, but comes out at 30, and that pretty much sums up the career of Dolph Ziggler. Is just on and off. Came out at 30, everyone was hyped. He was back, he looked great. Did a couple, like you said, super kicks, and then was thrown out early. Kind of disappointing. Now let's go down to the final four. I believe my prediction was right, and Cena, Balor, Roman, and Nakamura.
Yeah, mine was Orton and then the other 3.
Yeah, Orton I think was top 5, but at top 4 it was a pretty good top 4. Played on a lot of emotions. John Cena still looks strong to this day, and still in the final 4. Believe Cena eliminates Balor, and then Nakamura eliminates Cena, and we have our final 2 of Roman and Shinsuke. And again, playing off the emotions, but I feel WWE is really smart here, the same way they did last year, where Roman, final 2, no one in Philadelphia wanted to see Roman win, so they all got behind Nakamura, who did not have the greatest momentum coming into the Rumble match. But they played it perfectly. Roman dominated for a little bit, but Nakamura comes back. A couple of scary spots where we thought Roman won it, but did not. And then Roman gets eliminated by Nakamura, and Shinsuke Nakamura is the 2018 Royal Rumble winner. What you think of that?
I was very happy with that. That's what I wanted for the AJ Styles Nakamura match, which I hope would be the last match at WrestleMania, which I'm kind of doubting because of Roman Reigns. But
Yeah.
going back to that final 2, when Nakamura got that little armbar on the ropes, I was kind of worried they were going to do a double over the top rope finish and have
Yeah,
the double main events at Mania because of it.
it did look like they might have hinting at the double elimination, but they went with a clean one. Nakamura is the Royal Rumble winner. Renee Young goes into the ring right after the match to interview Nakamura and asks, "Who do you want to face for the what championship you want to go after?" And everyone in Philadelphia, AJ Styles chants, and deservingly so. Nakamura picks AJ Styles, and that should be your WrestleMania SmackDown main event. If AJ can manage to hold on to the belt until WrestleMania.
My only thing was I felt like I knew he had the option to choose, and I think we all knew he was going to choose AJ Styles, but they could have. I feel like they should have saved that for SmackDown or.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they could have played it out. If you remember, it's been almost 10 years, maybe more, where Undertaker won the Royal Rumble, and then he would come on Raw and tease he would challenge John Cena, then come back to SmackDown and tease he would challenge Batista, and even made an appearance on ECW and appeared to want to challenge Bobby Lashley for the ECW World Title. So it would have been nice to see Nakamura show up on Raw one day and go have a face-to-face with Brock Lesnar, because those two have some history. But I just nitpicking here. I thought it was a really nice Royal Rumble match. I was happy with the finish. Nakamura, one of the few, if not the first, I believe, to win the Royal Rumble. Obviously not the first, but one of the few to win the Royal Rumble in his first appearance.
Was he the first Japanese Royal Rumble winner?
Believe so. WWE does not have a good history with Japanese wrestlers, so big push for Nakamura today. Glad he won. If you guys haven't seen his match with AJ Styles in New Japan, please look that up. And I have high expectations for this match coming in WrestleMania. A couple of noteworthy notes is here. Undertaker did not make an appearance today. People saw him in Philadelphia, but I guess he was just here for his wife, who we'll hit on when we do the Women's Royal Rumble review. But no Undertaker tonight.
Yeah, I was shocked I felt like we had two big names in Mysterio, and I guess Hurricane's not a big name, but a returning star is just like, I felt like they could have brought one more, maybe two more back for the Rumble.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Honestly, I don't want Undertaker to wrestle again. You feel the same way, yes?
Yeah, I think the way he walked out last year was perfect for him.
Yeah, so I don't think he should wrestle. The time to do the Cena match is well past us. So I'm not mad that Undertaker didn't show up. Triple H was maybe thrown in there, but because Triple H needs his obligatory WrestleMania match, so we would have thought he would have shown up. But no, Triple H, not mad.
Yeah, I think it's just little nitpick things. Like, it was really entertaining spots, like with Heath Slater and Elias, and the match overall I felt was really good. It was a lot better than the last few Rumbles, and honestly, there was no point in the match where I was kind of like not paying attention to it.
Yeah, really good. I believe it's one of the better Rumbles in the past couple of years. Really entertaining. One of the things I want to hit on, though, is placement on the card. The men's Royal Rumble match started at 8 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, it was 8 o'clock. So it was after the world title match and the tag match. What do you think of that? It was kind of early for me.
I felt it was weird because, like, after that match was over, I didn't really care about Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus The Bar. Like, that should have been before it. I just felt like I feel like that should have been a later match because it's like I didn't care about the matches after until the next Rumble.
I think the two world matches should have came on first because when we'll hit on our world title, universal title, review, the crowd kind of seemed not dead but drained after that Rumble match because the Rumble match goes on for an hour plus and it drains them, especially with the reaction when Nakamura won. So the two matches came after. The crowd was kind of tired and exhausted. They picked it. Good for them. They picked it up when the Women's Rumble match happened. But over and all, again, this is just nitpicking. Fantastic Rumble this year.
Yeah, I was happy with the match, the winner, the way it happened, everything. The little spots, the big spots.
Yeah, so once again, Shinsuke Nakamura is a 2018 Royal Rumble winner, and hopefully will go on to challenge AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like that button and hit that subscribe to watch our other reviews for the 2018 Royal Rumble, and make sure to subscribe.
We wish you luck in all your future title defenses.